Hello, my loves. This is Dr. V, and welcome to a new Pick a Card Twin Flame reading. Now, before we begin, I want to send a lot of love to all of our new subscribers, as well as this entire Live Tarot family. Thank you so much for all of your love and support on this channel, how much you support me, my family, how much of an outpouring of love and prayers there have been for my son Dylan. I want you all to know that I really do believe that because of all of your prayers and healing energy, he is doing so much better, and we are finally back on track here in life. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I wanted to give you that update because I know you guys have been so concerned. You've been sending me emails and leaving comments, and so I just want to tell you how much it means to me, how much it means to Dylan and to my family that you have all been there for us. You know that this is my passion, this is my purpose, to be here with you on this journey to love. So I am just so excited and grateful that you are here, that you come for the readings, and that I can still continue to be here giving you what you need in terms of clarity, in terms of confidence, right? In terms of guidance from spirit as you seek to unite or reunite with that special person that you love. Because I know that many of you are in some form of separation or struggle with your person, right? You may have little to no contact at this time, and I know that these readings are very soothing for you. I know that they give you a lot of hope, sometimes in a very dark world, right? We are going through a lot right now globally, but that is why we also really believe here in raising our vibration, that no matter what may be going on around us, we cultivate peace, joy, happiness, and we thrive in any and all situations. So again, if you're new to this channel, I'm Dr. V. Welcome. If all of this resonates for you, please make sure that you do hit that subscribe button, and always like and share if the reading resonates for you. Because when you do that, it really sends YouTube the message that we have a purpose, a passion, and a message that is worth spreading. So today we're going to be doing a timeless pick a card reading. For twin flames, for soulmates, for everybody in the collective. And what we're going to be going into is, what are urgent messages that your divine masculine or feminine has for you at this time? If they have not been verbally in touch, or say you may be getting, messages here and there, but it's sporadic, sometimes they communicate, sometimes they don't, right? And you are confused and you want to know what's going on, but maybe they don't have the strength or to verbalize that to you. Maybe they're in some sort of a difficult situation that they're having trouble getting out of, right? There's so many different journeys that are happening right now for all of you. So this reading is going to go in deep on what messages does your love, your twin flame or your soulmate have for you right now. What are their true thoughts and feelings that they would want you to know if they could express it to you? Okay, so as always, I'll be using a multitude of decks, including these decks that I've created especially for all of you who are on this journey to love. So 3 of them are love-oriented decks, right? The Twin Flames in Separation, the Twin Flame Shadow and Light Messages, and the Twin Flame Oracle. And this one is a special deck that I created especially for all of you in the Live Tarot community who are entrepreneurs or would like to start their own business. I know there are many of you, and so this is a very unique deck. I believe that there isn't any like it in the world right now, because I do look around to see, and it really is all about giving you very strategic and powerful and specific guidance on how to build a freedom-based, thriving business based on my decade being an entrepreneur before I became your reader. So without further ado, let's get into your card choices. So last time we did a reading, my loves, based on animal spirit guides. I think you guys really loved it. I got a lot of great feedback from you at how much you felt connected to the messages that came from these animal guides. So I thought we would choose 3 new ones this time for you. And this is a really wonderful way to really get in touch with ideas, themes in your life that are really meaningful to you, because each of these animal guides represent something. So I'm going to tell you what each one is, and I'm going to read to you what each of them represents and what it says on each card so that you can make your choice. Now, as always, please don't feel limited. There is no right or wrong answer here. You can choose card 1, card 2, card 3, or a combination of all of the cards so that you can take the messages that truly resonate for your journey and leave the rest, right? That's what I always say. Be gentle with yourself. If you'd like to pause this video and take some deep breaths, close your eyes and meditate on these choices, make sure you do that. Give yourself the time that you need to be guided to the messages that are right for you. So also I wanted to remind you, make sure that you stay with me to the end, because we are going to end with special messages from your spirit guides, okay? Advice from them as you move on in your journey. So of course, as always, I have the timestamps for every part of this reading in the box below, as well as the links to anything else that you might need, like my website, how to order oracle decks, as well as how to get on the wait list for personal readings. Okay, so let's start with your card choice number 1. Your animal spirit guide is the ladybug. Good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. So that is your first choice, ladybug. Your second choice is hummingbird. Miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. Okay, so take a moment to see if you feel guided towards the hummingbird or the ladybug so far. And of course, you can choose both as well. Your card choice number 3 is B, community. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. So let's add in king there too. The queen or king of abundance. Okay, so those are your 3 card choices, ladybug, hummingbird, and B. So let's go ahead and start with card number 1, ladybug. So my sweethearts who chose the ladybug, welcome to your reading. Okay, Spirit, please tell us your twin flame, your soulmate, your divine masculine or feminine. What urgent messages do they have for you at this time? What do they want you to know about how they feel, where they're at? What's going on with them? What urgent messages does your twin flame or soulmate have for you? Wow, look at this. Okay. So what I'm feeling here is that your person has been feeling very stuck lately. So they have definitely withdrawn, okay? They have definitely gotten to a point that because they were going through some form of deep frustration, okay? That's what's coming through here as the overall kind of first energy from your twin flame or soulmate. They have a very deep rooted passion for you. Okay, so allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So they have an incredible passion for you from the time that they first connected with you, I think it was something that was beyond their control. As in, they felt such a deep passion for you that they actually didn't even know what to do with it. And this was a type of passion that they've never felt before. I'm feeling that your beloved, they've had a lot of relationships in the past. They've had a lot of experience, a lot of life experience, a lot of relationship experience. I do believe that in those relationships, they've really had a lot of ups and downs. Okay, they've been disappointed, they've been heartbroken, but also at the same time, they themselves have broken hearts. They themselves have disappointed other people. And so I feel like there's a lot of a combination of light and dark energy in them. Like, as in, they have both been the heartbreaker and they have been the heartbroken. And so those experiences have all accumulated in your beloved into really making them the person that they are today. And one of the things that has been a common thread that has run through their life and all of those relationships that they've had is a deep-seated passion. This is somebody who is very passionate about life and feels things very deeply. So I'm not getting that this is a person who is more of that cold or controlled energy. No, I'm feeling that your person is somebody who is deeply passionate and deeply affected by things that go on in life. Like, they're not the person who kind of stands on the sidelines. They're a real doer. They want to go out into the world and get their hands dirty. As in, like, they like to mold the clay of their life. They like to be in control. So I feel like, you know, when we have these kind of qualities, passion can be a wonderful quality to have because it makes us very motivated in life. We feel like we're very inspired, right? We tend to be very involved in our lives. Like, we don't like life to just pass us by. So I feel like that is who your person is. They are very involved. They are very opinionated. They're very passionate. They have a quality that can be very larger than life. Like, when they walk into the room, people notice them. And I feel like that's what made them notice you, because I feel like you are the same way. Like, there's a lot of camaraderie. There's a lot of complementary energies coming from this connection. As in, I feel that you are the same as them. You are also very passionate about life. You also don't let life just pass you by. You want to take life by its horns. So I feel like when you walk into a room, you're also equally attractive. So now we have two very passionate people who have gotten together. And I feel like what's happened here in your relationship or in your connection so far is that you have become very almost obsessive about each other. There's an obsessive energy here, but I don't think that it's a negative thing. I don't mean obsessive to the point of, you know, like the devil's energy, right? Like, you know, like that sense of like toxic energy. I feel like you're obsessed with each other in the sense that you feel like you are kindred spirits. Like, you feel like you are very similar in many ways, but you also understand that there are some key differences that you have that may have been making this connection more difficult to come into a union. And I feel like part of the reason for that is because your twin flame or soulmate, they tend to be controlling in certain ways because of their passion, right? Because they have strong opinions, because they don't let life just pass them by. They want to have a very active, very passionate role in their life. The downside to that is that they can be controlling. See, stagnation, delusion, release the need to control situations. And I feel like this is something that you may have really rebelled against. Like, you have a mind of your own and you are very, you know, you can be stubborn in your own way, and so can they. And so I feel like the issue that they had and the issue that you feel that you had with them is that they weren't listening to you, that there was some sort of a communication breakdown. They didn't listen to you in the way that you wanted to be heard. As much passion that you had, and I feel like this passion was very physical, between the two of you. There's a lot of physical intimacy, a lot of affection physically, but there's also a lot of intellectual passion. You felt like you really bonded intellectually, like you had the same way of looking at the world, the same way of like, wanting to be very motivated to succeed in life. You were very highly motivated people. But because of that, I think there was some sort of a communication issue where, you struggled to really communicate to them how you feel, what you want out of this relationship, and they had a hard time listening. And so what that did was that it kind of put you guys in a very stuck energy. It made you feel very, very stuck because you came to a point where you were butting heads, where you felt like you were hitting a concrete wall because you got to a point where you felt like no matter what you say, they weren't listening. They weren't getting it. It wasn't getting through to them. And so that is why I think both of you stepped back from this energy into some sort of a solitude energy where it's like you decided that you've already talked it out so much that there's nothing much to say anymore because nobody is listening properly. You feel that you're not being heard. They feel that they're not being heard. And so it kind of became this stuck energy. So let's go deeper. So that's what they want you to know so far. Their urgent message to you is that they have realized that they had a problem listening, okay? That they should have listened to you better. They should have listened to you more. They should have truly heard you instead of just kind of acting like they were listening. Okay, so that's the first urgent message, is that they have realized this in the solitude that they've been going through. So now let's do your tarot so we can go deeper. So what else? What else does your twin flame soulmate want you to know? What other urgent message do they have for you? What other urgent message do they have for you? Wow, interesting. What else does your immortal beloved want you to know? Okay, so isn't this beautiful? Okay, so I'm using the twin flames in separation and the twin flames light and shadow messages deck to give you specific messages from your beloved, okay, your twin flame or soulmate. Wherever you are is home to me. My heart always comes back to you even when I don't want it to. So these are urgent messages for you that they want you to know. Isn't this beautiful? You are definitely their home, okay? See, this is why I'm saying this person has a lot of experience. Like I said before, right? They have been the heartbreaker. They have been the heartbroken. They have a long track record behind them. And so now, as they have gotten closer to you, as they have realized the deep connection that they have with you, which is like none other they've ever felt before, that deep passion, right? They've realized how important it is to have a home with somebody. And home here to them is not just the four walls of a house or, a dwelling, like a place to live, but to them, a home is a feeling. It's a feeling of finally coming home to the person that you are really meant to be with after all of the long journeys that they have gone through, journeys of the heart, right? Journeys of the mind. And I feel that it's the same for you, as in you have been on that same kind of journey yourself. And so that is why you both realize how important it is to feel that coziness, that, full acceptance, that nurturing, that real love where you feel like you have finally come home to one another. You are each other's home emotionally, physically, spiritually, intellectually, in every way. And that is a very powerful message here for the two of you. And see, they know that no matter what happens, that heart that they have, that love and passion that they have for you always comes back to you no matter what. So you've been going through the solitude, you've been dealing with issues of not being heard and not feeling like you've been listened to, but that they understand now that it doesn't matter, because the real point here is that you're each other's home, and you have to find your way back to one another. Because look at this Page of Cups. They want to come forward and communicate with you. They want to show you how they truly feel. They want to tell you that they are now ready, willing to listen, to truly hear you for the first time. It's going to feel very different. It's going to feel very different to you, because you're going to finally realize, wow, I'm finally being heard. They are finally, like, what I'm saying is finally getting through to them. Because look at this. They have been in this solitude. They have really been thinking things over. Look at the Swords energy. Knight of Swords, Two of Swords. Okay, so they know that they had a decision to make. And this is an important one. To actually let you go, which is something they don't want to do, right? Or to come back even stronger, or to initiate this heart-to-heart conversation that they want to have, or to show you that they are now willing and able to listen. And they needed that time in solitude in order to understand that, because see, now they've made the decision. Two of Swords, they've made the decision, you know, she or he is my home. You are their home, and they are not going to let that go. So they've made the decision. That's not the issue. This Knight of Swords is about them wanting to come to you, and come to you fast. Okay. So this is like very fast moving energy. They want to communicate to you. They don't want any more time to go by here. They are willing to relinquish the control, and they don't want any more time to go by. They don't want to waste any more time in coming to you and explaining to you and opening up their heart and listening to you, hearing what you have to say, so they can reconnect, and so they can really come home to you. Isn't this beautiful? I love this. So please make sure that you leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of your reading. I love hearing from you. I read all of the comments. If you like this reading, make sure that you like it, make sure that you subscribe and you share it. That would mean the world to me. I love you guys so much. Make sure you now go to the end to get your message from your spirit guides. I'll see you on the next reading, guys. Love you. My loves who chose the hummingbird, welcome to your reading. Okay, so Spirit, can you please tell us, for your soulmate, your twin flame, what urgent messages do they have for you? What do they want you to know about how they feel about you, what they're thinking, what's going on with them? What urgent messages do they have for you? What does your divine masculine, your divine feminine, your love, what do they want to say to you? What urgent messages do they have? Oh, wow. Wow. This is lovely, lovely. Okay, so what I'm feeling here for your twin flame or soulmate is that they have really had a hard time committing to this connection. I think they have given you a hard time. I feel that they have been hesitating because of certain blocks that they have. And I am not at all excusing their behavior. I do feel that their behavior towards you has been lacking, okay? It has not been that great. And the thing is, I feel that the only reason that you have given them the benefit of the doubt so far, and you've given them some leeway to kind of get their act together, is because you felt such a deep connection, and because they do too. So I feel like the issue here is not that they and you don't feel it. I think that is the problem. The problem is you feel such an intense connection together that you have been willing to deal with whatever their problems have been in the 3D world. So I do feel in this particular connection, the issue has really been the 5D versus the 3D. And what I mean by that is that in that soul level, that fifth dimension, I feel that you have felt extremely connected to one another. I do feel also that this is a past life relationship. So the reason why you have felt such a gap between what connection you feel in that fifth dimension versus what your actual real life situations are right now, there's a big gap between those two things. So what I mean by that is that you feel so deeply connected, you have such a deep desire to be together, but that your physical circumstances in this particular life, as in what's going on in your life. Are you in some sort of a third party situation? Are you or they or both of you stuck in some sort of karmic relationship or a marriage that you're not happy in? Or it doesn't even have to be a marriage. It could be another commitment that you are very unhappy and dissatisfied in, but cannot get out of because of reasons of marriage or family or kids or finances or any kind of issues that make it very difficult for the two of you to be together. So that's what I'm feeling here, is that, you know, it's a very heartbreaking gap here going on between, you know, that special relationship that you have always had over lifetimes, right? Over various lifetimes, you have always been connected. You have always been in love. You've always wanted and desired to be together. And as that relationship, that connection came to fruition, came true in this lifetime, when you met, you felt that instant connection. But then you quickly realized that your life circumstances, depending on the time that you met. Now, you may have met when you were younger, you may have met when you were slightly older, but I feel like you've had life behind you, as in life experiences already behind you before you met and came into this connection in this lifetime. And that is why there was such a gap here. That is why there was such a big difference between the love that you felt and the real life conditions of your life. And you both have been struggling very much to get over those conditions or resolve those conditions so that you can be together. See, this is the thing. Your person, up until they met you, they feel like they have really been settling in life. Okay, there's been a lot of insecurity in their life. There's been a lot of ups and downs. See, scarcity, insecurity, lack of faith, believe that you deserve the best. So I feel like they've had a lot of self-worth issues, for sure. They've had a lot of heartbreak, a lot of disappointing things that have gone on in their life that have made them feel a lot less worthier than they should. I feel that they've grown up with a lot of scarcity, and so they may have a lot of insecurities. They may have a lot of that lack in their vibration, where they're used to having less. They're used to struggling for everything that they have. And so much of their life has felt like a struggle and settling. They don't feel that they've ever gotten the best out of life, or they've always felt like it's always been a promise, that it's like there's always been a promise that, you know, things will get better, you know, life is going to get better, you're not going to have to settle anymore, you're going to get the best out of life. But they feel that a lot of these promises that came from their life experience have not actually been fulfilled. So there is an energy that your person has of a type of vulnerability, a type of sadness. And I feel like that really breaks your heart. Like when you see them, when you interact with them, when you're with them, you feel very helpless in trying to help them. You want to help them. You want to help them feel better about themselves. You want to help them feel better about life. You feel like you've been their biggest cheerleader. You feel like you've always had to play the role of cheerleader. And I feel like at some point you have felt that you would want them to be your cheerleader as well. And I feel like they have disappointed you a little bit because they have hesitated with that. I feel like there's always been some sort of a block where even though you know that they love you, even though you know that they feel a very deep connection and love for you, why have they always kind of hesitated? They've always hesitated. They've always gotten to a certain line, but they've never crossed it. Like they've never really been there for you 150%. Even though they may have had the intention to be there for you, I don't feel that they ever felt it. So you've always felt that there's some sort of incomplete nature to this commitment. Like you want this commitment. Look at these two hands. It's like you want to come together. You want to join your hands. You want to join your life. You are in deep desire for this commitment in this lifetime because you feel that you've had that before in other lifetimes. You're very aware of this. And so I feel like there's a lot of tortured love here. You know, there's a lot of tortured energy coming through here where it's like, come on, how much do we have to pine for this connection? How much do we have to pine to be together? Why is there always this feeling of heartbreak? See, past heartbreak, broken trust, afraid to move forward. Why is there always some sort of invisible line, an invisible boundary here between the two of us? And so I feel like what their urgent message for you is that they want to let you know that this is going to end very soon. Okay, like they don't want this anymore, and neither do you. Look at this. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So your twin flame or soulmate in this situation wants you to know that whatever stalling that has happened here, whatever start and stop energy has happened here is going to end very soon. Okay, so this is a very positive message. Let's go deeper. Let's do your tarot. Spirit, can you tell us what more does your twin flame or soulmate want you to know? What other urgent messages do they have for you? Wow, this is good. This is really good. What other urgent messages? Ooh, beautiful. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys so deserve this. Oh, you so deserve this. Oh, what other urgent messages does your twin flame or soulmate want you to know? Wow. Okay, guys, this is just beautiful. I'm loving this. Okay, look at this. So let's get your first messages from them. My spirit is always with you. Can you feel me? Do you still love me too? And I judged you too harshly. Okay, so wow. So what I'm feeling here is that, and this is a special message for some of you. It may not resonate for all of you. So of course, just take what does for you and leave the rest. There has been some issue here where you may be in some sort of a separation for a small period of time because this energy just got to be too much, as in it just got to be too hurtful for you. You may have stepped back from this connection because you felt that, you know, why does my beloved, why are they constantly keeping this commitment away from me? Like, as in, why are they not able to take the steps that they need to take? Why are they not able to break free from the hesitation, from all the things that are holding your person back? Why are they constantly not making the decision to move forward? You were really tired of the stuck energy, and so you may have pulled back, and you may have even kind of demanded that, hey, you know, you may have given them some sort of ultimatum and said, you know what, that's it. It is now or it is never. I need you to tell me whether you're going to commit to this connection, to our love or not, because I cannot just hang around anymore while you give me, some promises that you can't keep, while you're still hesitating, while you're still settling, right? You just got fed up with this, and you may have said it's now or never. And that may have led to some sort, like I said, for some of you, some sort of a big blow up, or some sort of a big discussion where they may have judged you for this, right? This may have triggered something in them because they're already dealing with these issues of not being worthy, of being stuck, a lot of these excuses that they had. And they may have judged you, they may have criticized you, and that might have made things worse. So that's why I'm saying I feel that has hit them very hard. And what they did was they spent an amount of time in this Four of Cups energy, right? As you may have stepped away from each other, as you may have kind of gone into your own corners, and felt really, really bad, gone through a lot of painful energy. They were in this Four of Cups, as in they just kind of stopped. They just kind of stopped everything and just kind of sat there for a while and really thought of what they want, right? What's important to them. So for a time being, I feel that yes, your person has definitely stepped back from you. They've been very emotional. This has been a very emotional time for them, and they just kind of stopped. But they needed that. They needed that time, because what they realized in that time, and this is where things are getting really good, and their urgent message to you is, yes, I have taken this time away. Maybe that is what we needed. Maybe we needed this big blow up to kind of, get ourselves into this energy of, okay, now is the time. We need to make a decision. And so I feel like this is it. They have realized, they've taken this time to realize that this 10 of Cups is what they want with you. Okay, 10 of Cups, beautiful energy of reconciliation, of being totally committed to the person that you love, wanting to build a home, a family, a life with you. That's what they want. And look at this Hierophant. This tells me they want to marry you. Okay. Whatever situation that they have been stuck in all this time, they're going to get out of it. They have finally decided to move out of that and into this, because they've realized that they cannot lose you. They want real marriage and real commitment with you. Isn't this amazing? I love this combination of the Hierophant and the 10 of Cups for you guys, because this shows real movement. Look at the energy of the movement from this hesitation and settling to marriage, commitment, and a real life together. This is unbelievable. This is incredible. I am so thrilled. So thrilled. Okay. This is what they want you to know. They are ready. They're ready to move forward. They are going to start taking some swift and decisive action here. I love this. Okay. So please do let me know what you thought of your reading. I love to hear your feedback and your comments. Make sure you leave it in the comment box below. Do not end here. Make sure that you go to advice from your spirit guides. Of course, the timestamp for that is in the box below. If you love this reading, please do make sure that you subscribe, you like, and share, because that gives YouTube a wonderful message that we have something here that is worth sharing. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for everything, and I'll see you on the next video. So, my loves who chose the B, welcome to your reading. Okay, so Spirit, can you please tell us from your twin flame or soulmate, what urgent messages do they have for you? What do they want you to know at this time about how they think, how they feel about you? What is going on? Oh, beautiful. What urgent messages does your divine masculine, oh my gosh, how lovely is that? Does your divine masculine, your divine feminine, what urgent messages do they have that they absolutely need for you to know at this time? Oh, look at that. I'm loving this so far. Beautiful messages coming through. What messages do, oh my Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so I am feeling such incredible energy coming through here from your twin flame or soulmate. Okay, so I feel that you two have been on a journey for a while now. Okay, you've been going through definite trials, definite tribulations. Okay, you have really been through it. And I feel like the whole reason why you are getting all of this incredible energy now is because you guys are coming to the end of a cycle. You're coming to the end of a cycle that has been going on between the two of you, that has been kind of like a back and forth cat and mouse game for a very long time. And I feel like there's been so many ups and downs here that you both had gotten to a point where you just didn't even know if you could continue on in this connection. You had felt so emotionally exhausted, emotionally spent. I'm feeling very strongly that there was a karmic cycle that the two of you were going through here. And what that karmic cycle did was that it brought out a lot of the junk that's within our psychology. Like, a lot of repressed emotions, repressed feelings, repressed experiences. A lot of the junk that was in your subconscious came out during the more difficult cycle that you went through before coming to this right now. So I feel that you're both coming to a point in this connection where you are coming to the realization that, yes, it's been so difficult so far, but that a lot of the things that you triggered within each other, a lot of the things that this deep connection has brought out that was repressed within the two of you actually needed to come out. And now you're getting into this point where you're actually grateful for it. Yes, it has been a very tough journey, but there's something in this connection that you feel very grateful that you needed to deal with the issues that came through. Okay, so now what's happened is that a lot of this junk came out. There may have been a lot of discussion around it, a lot of trauma around it. You may even have gone through points of separation, where you kind of had to step back because it was very emotionally draining. It was very emotionally tiring. I'm feeling a lot of exhausted energy here, an energy that really needed a rebirth. And so I feel like I'm feeling, I don't know, the image that Spirit is sending to me right now is the image of that butterfly. It's interesting because this is the bee group. And so I feel like it's all interrelated because bees, right, they are also about breathing new life into things, right? The way that they pollinate, the things that they do, their main purpose in life is to give life, is to, help flowers to be reborn, right? So it's interesting how all these energies are tying up together, that it's about that sense of rebirth. It's also that sense of going through a dark time in that cocoon and then coming out of it reborn. So I feel very much that you guys are coming to an end of a cycle. That cycle has led to a lot of healing for the both of you, because look at this. I feel that both of you are very much in tune with who you are as a soul. Both of you are very in tune spiritually. And so when you are going through this karmic cycle together, where you may have been triggering each other to bring out a lot of the repressed hurts, the repressed wounds, a lot of that energy, with this being a twin flame connection, you were mirroring each other a lot. And so you really did start bringing out all of that darker energy that you've been holding in. And what you both did is that you actually did a good thing, which is you processed through it. Okay, so you really took the time to figure out what those things were. And you decided that you were going to either journal, write in diaries, or just mentally heal, emotionally heal, and process through those feelings, because I think you realize at some point that these are karmic cycles that you're going through, and that whatever is coming out of this repression is going to be so important for your relationship to be moved then to the next level. Because I feel that both of you very much want this connection to move to the next level, but what was blocking you was those darker energies, was those repressed emotions that you had to deal with. So I feel that very much so you guys are coming out of that energy and into an energy of rebirth for this connection. You are seeking healing, forgiveness. You have realized, look at how beautiful this is, that you are each other's home. You feel that in all of the difficulties that you have been through together, you have definitely found your home within each other. And you realize that this home is not always all fun and games. It's not always all perfection, but you're not even striving for that. You're striving for growth. You're striving for expansion and healing. And you have decided that you want to do this together, even if it is very, very difficult, because I feel that both of you are on the same page. This is what you truly want. Isn't this amazing? This is what you truly want. This is the next level for where you want to be. You both really want to make a real commitment of marriage, and you're so looking forward to coming back into the honeymoon phase. Isn't this so lovely? I do feel that when you first met, you did go through a beautiful honeymoon phase before you started triggering each other in terms of the repressive energies. But now I feel like you're very much coming full circle, right? This rebirth, this coming home to one another is going to bring you back into this cycle. So you're very much looking forward to, I'm feeling, a proposal, planning a wedding, right? Probably planning it for when the lockdowns go away and everything opens up again. And I feel that you guys are very much enjoying the thought of having a honeymoon. So that is the initial urgent message that your beloved has for you. Like, they want you to know that they have realized this in the same way that you have. And they are looking forward to having a rebirth of this connection. So let's go deeper. Let's do your tarot. And Spirit, tell us, what more urgent messages does your twin flame or soulmate have for you? What more do they want you to know about this connection? Okay, these two popped out, so I'm going to take them. What more urgent messages does your beloved have for you? What would they say to you right now? Yeah. Wow. Okay. So let's look at, they got a shadow message and a light message. So look at this. My childhood was difficult and it still affects me. But don't lose hope for us. We can work it out. So see, this is what I'm saying. I mean, I feel like if you are still in some form of separation with little to no contact, but you feel that you are starting to communicate, I feel like this is a confirmation of what we were just saying so far, is that, see, all of that repressed junk that was coming out because of the way you were mirroring each other. This is a confirmation that yes, your twin flame or soulmate, they had a very difficult childhood. And that's where a lot of that repressed energy is coming from. They repressed so much of those energies, those feelings, right? Those emotions that they had. And that was a very much a shadow element for them, a very much of a darker energy within them that was triggered by this connection. And that's why you were going through those karmic cycles, because that's what this is all about, right? This is the karmic cycle that was affecting this connection. And I'm feeling that probably the same was true for you, right? You also had childhood wounds. So this is a confirmation of that. But see, they want you to know, don't lose hope for us, because see, they are coming around. They are coming around to this notion of rebirth. They want this to work out. They don't want to let go of you in any way. See, Eight of Swords. They have definitely been, and I feel like this is an energy maybe that both of you have been in, where you have been kind of staying away from each other. You've been giving each other the space, right? You've been trying to give each other the space to process what has been going on in that darker cycle that you've both been going through. And so you've definitely been sabotaging yourselves up to a certain point here. Eight of Swords is really the energy of how we limit ourselves, how we let our sometimes our triggers really get the best of us, right? We get triggered, we withdraw, you sabotage, we have self-limiting beliefs, right? So this is all about how the two of you really had to work through these as you were going through this darker karmic cycle, and you did withdraw, you did limit your contact, but I feel like you did it for the benefit of the overall relationship. I feel like you knew that this was temporary and that you are going to eventually come home to one another, right? And you did it so that it wouldn't cause permanent damage in the relationship. You didn't want this to end, and neither did they. Okay, so they want you to know that if they stepped away, just the way you did for some period of time, it's because they didn't want to lose you completely. They felt that this was a dark cycle and that they want to come back home to you, okay? And they don't want to lose you forever. So they didn't want to do anything to make things worse, because see, they want this marriage and this honeymoon with you. So they were really afraid that if they let this cycle go on, it was going to ruin things further, make things worse. But now they want you to know, look at this. Isn't this beautiful energy? The Hermit in reverse and the Knight of Wands. So this tells us that they are ready, okay? They have been in hermit mode. You may have been in a hermit mode as well. You have withdrawn for sure, but they're coming out of it. And boy, are they coming out of it fast. Look at this fast forward movement, okay? They have decided with their passion, right? The passion that they feel for you, because Wands energy, this is the energy of passion and excitement. They want to propose to you. They want to make sure that they don't lose you forever. They want to go back to this, and they feel in their heart and in their soul that this is meant to be for the two of you, that this is where you're supposed to be. And all of the dark energies, the dark cycles that you have gone through has been leading you back to this, leading you back home to one another, and they are ready. Knight of Wands, they're going to come towards you, okay? They're going to come towards you very fast. They are not going to waste any more time. They are ready to take action. They are feeling passionate. They are just feeling so ready to move forward into this totally new beginning, this new home that they want to have with you. Isn't this amazing? I love it. So excited for you guys. So please make sure that you leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of the reading. If you loved it, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and share, because that gives YouTube a message that we really have something here that is worth sharing, right? So I love you guys. Make sure that you skip forward now to advice from spirit, from your spirit guides, and of course, everything that you need to know about ordering my oracle decks or getting on the wait list for a private reading with me is all in the description box below. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next reading. Okay, so Spirit, can you please tell us, what advice do you have, Spirit guides, for all of my beloved twin flames and soulmates who are here today? What advice do you have for them as they move forward on this beautiful journey? Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So this is so beautiful. Just want you all to know that you are blessed, you are guided, you are loved, and you have beautiful and unique gifts to share with this world. So make sure you do that. Make sure you get out there and share the love and inspiration that is within you, so that you can inspire not just your twin flame and soulmate, but inspire and send love to all of those around you, because we need it more now than we ever have before. So I love you guys. Make sure that if you would like to order any of my oracle decks, you can go to the link in the box below, as well as get on the wait list for when my schedule opens up again for personal readings. And of course, make sure you leave me a comment. And as this is ending, you're going to see a screen pop up that shows you a couple of more readings. See, all of my readings are timeless, and I know that some of you want more guidance, more messages. So see if you feel guided to any of these two readings. If not, you can always go to the Live Tarot channel and see what readings you feel guided to there, so that you can have more guidance from Spirit. So you know how much I love you, you know how much I believe in you, and I'll see you all on the next video.